What's going on, guys? My name is Chris Holacek, and this is another session of Holla Sessions. And today's topic is live like you were dying. That's easier said than done. That's something people are constantly saying, but haven't lived through. I'm not somebody who's personally lived through some, died and came back or anything like that. I have had a couple of near-death experiences, like going septic when my gallbladder ruptured inside me, or even a couple times here in Memphis where I had some shootouts nearby or guys about to rob me, but I had my wits about me and left before they could, just trusting that feeling in my gut. But besides that, I haven't really, I'm not one of those people who's had a near-death experience, like actually dying and coming back. There's many people that have gone to that other side, seen God or seen their loved ones, and ooh, just had a limb almost fall on me there. Those loved ones, a lot of times are saying go back, or they just feel a feeling of love when they're there. However, God or the loved ones or whoever will say it's not their time yet, and that's when they head back. But it seems like they were there like for years, but they're only dead for like 30 seconds or something like that. And it's just a crazy thought to think, some people could argue, oh, that's just your brain processing things, chemicals in your brain like shutting down as life has left your body. But that is arguable. Like, there's no proof that it's not true. I think it's for each person living their experience. Ooh, this trail got washed away, so I'm gonna go back up. Yeah, we just had some historic floods here in Memphis the past day or two, and this trail I like to hike, it's been half washed away, so gotta be a little careful here. Anyways, back to the subject. You got the people who've come back, but then you also got people who die of terminal cancer, or they've been given an expiration date by their doctor. Some could argue, that's when it comes to death, some would rather just let it happen quickly and get it over with instead of the prolonged waiting to go. So that can be kind of miserable and depressing, but at the same time, it gives you towards the end of your life a different aspect of it. Like things that you thought mattered didn't, like whatever other people thought of you, or living up to a timeline like of getting things done, keeping up with the Joneses with material items, holding back at a risk of rejection. Like, you're about to die, none of that matters. Like, you got an expiration date on you. You got to go and get as much done as you can. Or if you are at peace, just sit back and let it happen eventually. I know for me, I had a friend tell me about someone he knew who just died of cancer. She was probably like 40. That's still pretty young for someone to die like that from a health issue. And it came out of nowhere. All of a sudden she's told she has 6 months to live. She was a pretty healthy person who didn't smoke or drink or anything like that, or do any drugs. God will take you back when it's time. Like, you have no control over that. That's God's time and not yours. And it tells you, like, hey, like, try to enjoy the life you have now while you can, because you're not going to be here forever. You don't know when your expiration date is. Time to get moving, with things you've been hesitant to do. Like, there's a trip you want to go take, like, maybe far away or too expensive for you right now, but at the same time, if you really want to do that, like if you knew you only had a limited amount of time left, would you still like hold back and wait, or would you go take that trip? And I'm not saying rack up a bunch of credit card debt. I've been guilty of that myself, going trips. But I'm saying, like, don't wait forever. Go take action. You want to like start making content, like make some music or give advice and stuff, like go do it now. Like, don't wait, because you don't know if you're gonna see another tomorrow or not. We never do. Again, if you got somebody you're interested in romantically, go talk to them. Like, you don't know when your last day is, so you have nothing to lose. There's no ego or anything about it. Yeah, if you got a dream or anything you want to accomplish, go ahead and do it. Don't say to your loved ones, like, don't forget to say I love you to them, or or just call that friend who you haven't talked to in a while. You don't know when their last day is going to be either. I feel like anytime I've lost a friend who's passed away, I feel like we all get together at that point. We're like, oh, we need to make more time for each other. We don't know when our last day is, but a lot of times we forget. A bunch of time moves on, we heal, and we go back to our lives, but we forget that close feeling we felt when we lost a loved one. That's something that I've personally been trying hard to not get into that pattern, and get back out and reaching out to everybody I care about, my friends, my family, all my loved ones. I'm not saying it's got to be every day, although if somebody you got that's super close to you, talk to them every day. And you got a spouse or child, or parent, tell them I love you, like every moment you can. Because the last thing you want to do is live with regret that you didn't say all that you could say. Sometimes I felt that with my mom before she died. I never, there's a lot of things I didn't get to say to her. And that's stuff I held on to for a long time. If I had only done this or that, but, same time that eats you up alive, there's no point of it. I think overall, in order to avoid that regret or having to process through it and heal from it, best thing to do is just take action with everything you can in life. Don't wait till tomorrow. Go and start working on it now. Do something, very little every day you can to work towards that goal or whatever you want to accomplish, or towards reaching out to people you want to reach out to. Because what's worse than rejection is regret. And you don't want to live with that the rest of your life, trust me. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did find any value in it, please do like and subscribe to my channel. Helps me get the message out to more and more people. With that being said, my name is Chris Holowchuk, and this is another session of Hollow Sessions, and Holla is hollowing out.